Yo, what is going on? Somebody needs to explain it to me because get Black Bond right here, right again. We back at it. Quick little video for today. If you've been missing what's on my channel, we had the Gotham Knights not very playable. Why are we playing next generation games at 30 frames per second? People, I've been making this video for probably over 10 years right now, and we're still in 30 frames per second down to 20. Unbelievable. Unfathomable. We also have G4 TV shuts down. Frost and Adam Sessler are 100% to blame. And then we have Bayonetta 3 boycott. I don't support, Helena Taylor, and we're probably going to make a follow-up video to that, but hold on, let me get to it. We also have the Patreon. I'm sorry, no, because there's been a lot of complaining about the Weapon Wheel podcast lately, even though we have increased our Patreon members from 424 to 434 since the last time I've made a video. So I appreciate all of your support, your likes, your views, your retweets, your favorites, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. And for those who haven't contributed, that's okay. But if you'd like to, Weapon Wheel Podcast, Sundays at 5:45 p.m. Eastern with myself, Kid Smooth, Jack Move Johnny, BG, and a plethora of guests. But today's topic, oh my goodness, people. The CSAs, they might be coming back because we have General MLD, an OG here in the community, saying, since they asked, here is my email to the CMA. Everyone knows my bias, even though I know that PlayStation isn't going to die off. They will adapt and endure. I'm pretty sure this is more structured and articulate than the fear-mongering fanboys' emails from the PlayStation fanboys. And I just completely discombobulated that last sentence because I've seen fanboy stuff before, but I've not seen this. So there's a 36 or 37 page article detailing this. We were making fun of it in Weapon Wheel last night. And to read it, let alone reply to it, it's kind of absurd. So let's read what the good old MLD had to say. Xbox asked, I can't even speak. Holy, I'm making a video. I don't got time for this right now. Distracted already. I can't even speak. Xbox Activision Blizzard acquisition. And I don't like the word acquisition. I am writing as an avid gamer and would like you to consider to allow the Xbox acquisition to go through. Firstly, more games coming to Game Pass will benefit many gamers, especially in these global economic times. Now, there's definitely a meme I could send out for that, but we'll continue. Such value will encourage PlayStation to adapt and compete with their own value propositions. Secondly, PlayStation has largely been the dominant player in gaming since their inception, and their brand name coupled with first-party and third-party deals will allow them to withstand anything Xbox or Nintendo do themselves. The acquisition will allow for a more level playing field. As of now, PlayStation is able to raise console prices and charge more money per game with no impact on market share. In conclusion, Xbox getting Activision Blizzard won't make Xbox the dominant player in consoles, but it will allow them to more evenly match with the console market leader. And while Xbox will grow and PC and mobile, Xbox would still be a minor player in each. Cloud is still a small market that Xbox has every right to want to grow. Thank you for your time, General MLD. Now, I will say the one fan account, parody account, General MID, General Mid, is a damn funny name, which I find absolutely hilarious. Not as hilarious as MLD writing this letter instead of playing games, but my God, my man, you're married, you got a wife, you got a house. Play some games, do something. Like reading 36-page legal documents and dissertations to literally write letters for this is absolutely crazy. And the console war is over with this letter because you already have Xbox fans waving the white flag in regards to this. Waving it. And by what I mean is all these fights and all these positions and all these arguments and all these stances that these Xbox dudes want to stand by have gone completely out of the window. Admitting that Sony is dominating, admitting that Sony has forever been dominating, admitting that Sony's first and third party support is dominating, admitting that cloud gaming is basically trash, admitting that Xbox is inferior, admitting that Xbox is lesser than, admitting that Xbox is lacking. That's all this letter says. So, like, what exactly are you fighting for? In a world where this acquisition wasn't even on the table, how could you, in good faith, oh, I said it, Jack gonna smack me for that one. How can you, in good faith, know all this and say all this even prior to the Activision Blizzard acquisition talks? I mean, I'm already getting quote tweets of me previously saying it's weird to contact regulators. Context and PlayStation fanboys don't mix. Obviously, I referred to spamming them before they officially asked for public input. Oh well, like this is craziness. People aren't worried about games; they're worried about acquisitions, acquiring what is essentially multi-plat ownership rights, because these games aren't going to be exclusive to the Xbox. They're just not. Like, oh, they got him. And then this is exactly why BG was giving Paris that work. Nope, but can you admit it's weird to contact regulators? This is what we were talking about yesterday. People saying one thing yesterday, and then weeks and months or at some point later in the future, they change their minds completely. And they say, oh, but you saved the image, or oh, no, 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 no. It is perfectly acceptable, Paris, to hold somebody's feet to the fire or to hold them accountable for past words and actions. Nobody is ever going to tell me differently. Like, these comments are just absolute pure gold. This is embarrassing. Being such a corporate slave fanboy to contact the government over fanboy father. This has nothing to do with gaming and everything to do with an imaginary war. And to be almost 40 and I gotta agree. I gotta agree. Like, this is, you know what? I retired it. I retired the corporate slave awards, but between, this, people staying in Twitter spaces for 4 to 8 hours at a time, for people making fun of the recently deceased, rest in peace, Optimus Code, to other people licking Steam Decks shirtless. Like, the CSAs might need to come back, people. They might need to come back. We're not gonna have an extensive bracket, but I'm thinking of like a Final Four bracket or an Elite Eight bracket, which is 8 people, because this definitely needs to be talked about. Like, this is just too outlandish and crazy. And these memes are absolutely wild. Like, structured and articulate. Oh my goodness, you can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. Like, like the memes are just never. Like, there was a guy who wrote a 100-page dissertation about me. I think his name was like Zombie Fan 999, but like that was over a personal grievance. This is just absolutely, yup. This says it all right here. This take on The Office. I really have nothing else to say about this. Take this for what you will. This is definitely one of the lower points in console wars, gaming discussions, gaming debates, however you want to refer to them. Definitely one of the lowest things to the point where, I'm talking to the great exposer, TGE, right now to throw a Phoenix down on the CSAs because we might need to have it back. I mean, The Rock and John Cena had once in a lifetime, never before, never again. They had a second match. Maybe we'll have a second one too. I'm Black Bond. I'll catch you guys next time.